Today on Horror Story, we discover the story of in the quiet suburb of Maplewood Lane, Emily, a shy teenager, lived a peaceful life with her mother. That peace was shattered after the death of her estranged uncle, Daniel, a man known for his dark past and obsession with the occult. Shortly after his funeral, Emily began to change. Her once gentle demeanor turned cold, and she started speaking in strange voices, often in a trance-like state. One night, chaos erupted on Maplewood Lane. Houses were broken into and entire families were brutally murdered. The police were baffled by the savage nature of the attacks and the lack of evidence. By morning, the once peaceful neighborhood was a scene of horror. Emily was found standing in the middle of the street covered in blood, holding a knife. She was surrounded by the bodies of her neighbors. When the police apprehended her, Emily seemed confused and had no memory of the night's events. The authorities initially suspected a psychotic break, but as they investigated, disturbing details emerged. Witnesses described how Emily's voice had changed during the attacks, her eyes turning black, and how she displayed unnatural strength. The wounds on the victims bore marks of ritualistic violence, linked to ancient occult practices. Delving deeper, the police discovered Daniel's obsession with possession and spirit transfer. It became clear that in his final moments, Daniel had performed a ritual, transferring his malevolent spirit into Emily. Under his control, she had carried out the horrific murders. Realizing the truth, the police sought help from paranormal experts who conducted a desperate exorcism. The exorcism was brutal, with Daniel's spirit resisting fiercely, but in the end, it was successful. Emily collapsed, freed from her uncle's control, but deeply traumatized. Cleared of charges, she and her mother left Maplewood Lane, unable to live among the memories of the bloodshed. The neighborhood never recovered, and the once welcoming homes stood empty, haunted by the memory of that night and the fear that Daniel's dark spirit might one day return. If you like stories like these, subscribe to Horror Story.